Hey everybody, Charlie Runner 2 here, and welcome back to Disco Elysium, the final cut. When we last left off, we were on a trek out here to the coast to check out possible sniper positions that could have been used in the murder. On the way, we found the buoy that Claude had mentioned that was supposed to have her passport in it. When we cracked it open, there was nothing. Let's continue our investigation for these sniper perches. Whoop, is Phasmid in here?
A few locusts trudge along the...
No Phasmid. Alright, let's keep going. Could stop by the church, though I don't see a point. I think we've completed just about everything we could have at the church. Let's go up here. I believe it was at the boardwalk, right? Somewhere here. Maybe even the pier? I think we're supposed to be here at 10 o'clock tonight as well. Was it here? Stop messing with the coin viewer and hold on to something. The wind is so strong. What? Was this not one of the possible sniper perches? Said it was the end of the boardwalk, right? Maybe up in the building. Maybe it's over here. There is a staircase here. Nothing. Do you two have any more to say?
Hello again.
Nope. All right. Don't see anything other than this ladder here, or staircase here that we can't make it to. Let's go all the way to Land's End. I don't know how to make it to the islets out in the water either. I'd like to make it there. Don't know how to. We'll check the bunker entrance on the way. Maybe there's something else we can do with that. Hello, bunker entrance.
An old door, worn by elements, guards the depot. The wind has blown a sand dune in front of it.
Could this
The door hasn't been opened
Hush.
in a long while. You see a handle.
Could this structure have been used to take the shot?
From here to the whirling, I can't see how. The church is in the way.
Cool. Walk away. I said that when we were looking at it in our mind. If you remember. The other one was right up here. Whoop.
Is there something here that would indicate a sniper used this place as a nest for taking the shot? Just some urban detritus, a bottle, and a dilapidated old comms tower.
I don't know. Let's look some more.
In the distance, you can hear the breakers roar.
I don't see it, Lieutenant W. Freighter. I don't see a person take a shot here and hit something there. In the whirling in rags.
Maybe the campfire was used by the perpetrator. Maybe the assailant climbed the comms tower and took the shot there. No, that would be difficult. What about the cigarette butts? Look over the water to the whirling in rags.
There, 1.2 kilometers over the cold water of the bay, blue from the distance and the air, you see the smallest rectangle, barely visible. A glowing light on the third floor of the whirling in rags. With binoculars, you would see a young woman's shape move behind the glass, her limbs long and slender.
So this doesn't really add up because we are at ground level and she would have been on what's essentially a third story. And she's on the eastern side of that building. So from here, we probably wouldn't have the right angle to even see and get that shot in there the direction it needed to go. Maybe the assailant climbed the comms tower and took the shot there. I doubt it.
It's not possible to climb that ladder. And even if it were, why? There's no platform up there to aim from.
Lieutenant looks up, raising his collar. I agree.
It does look extremely rickety, and wouldn't help much either.
Maybe the campfire was used.
To warm his hands before pulling the trigger? Perhaps. But anyone could have made this. The coast is specked with fires this time of year. Truthfully, this seems like a very poor choice to take a 1.2 kilometer rifle shot from. Visibility is awful. There's water vapor everywhere. I think we can rule out beatable prime, was it?
I agree. What about the cigarette butts?
Those? A smoking assailant who favors Tumutiri to Astra or Joan? Cigarette butts are everywhere. This is a common brand for all men.
Tiomutiri was a Revacholian colony on Ilmaran. The Suzerainty's population was mostly Ilmaran Areopagites, up to 97%. The region was known for its tobacco export.
Cigarettes are unimportant.
Nothing is unimportant, detective.
Finished thought. Okay, so we've ruled out this area. How do we get across here? Can we get across? Can we go here? Doesn't appear so. Let's go look near the church. Come on. What about from the top of the church? Could Crabman have done it? Maybe. Maybe Crabman. Let's go around the church. I don't think so because those speed freaks were there. I don't know how long, but probably long enough to here? No. Probably long enough to have seen anybody take a shot. Alright, let's go over this way. Whoops. Go down here. Hit tab. Come on over here. Wasn't B prime over here somewhere? There's a ladder here. Y'all see that? There's a ladder going up top. This ladder going up top here too. Okay, let's check the journal, see what it labels this as. Determine where the shot came from. Check the boardwalk for bullet traces. Pretty sure I did, but we'll continue on the boardwalk again. Whoop, what was that? To your right, a white-bellied cormorant eyes you suspiciously. That's a bird, right? Cormorant? Don't ask me to tell you what kind of bird. I'll take an educated guess that it's a seabird of some sort. I could be completely off. Alright, boardwalk starts here, right? Let's just go everywhere on the boardwalk. What's this? Are those bullets? Can we go over here? We can't. Go back here. No. Pretty sure we already went to the end of the pier. Huh. Maybe where the firing squad shot, maybe that's supposed to be our red herring. We go around there, we see that the firing squad had left bullet holes, maybe even casings. Alright, let's go up here. I want to go back into the house that the old lady is letting us use as well. She did mention, or not she, but Shivers, I believe, mentioned something about looking under the floorboards. Maybe talk to Sunday Friend?
Always my pleasure to be of assistance to the RCM.
There isn't any more to the boardwalk, right?
A row of ghostly shades facing a crumbling wall, with another 7 shades standing 10 meters from them. A single person stands on the sideline.
Kim, who was who in this execution?
I don't know. I don't know who died here, lined up beside that horrible wall. It could have been any of the parties involved in the revolution. Perhaps the ones executed here were the loyalist conservatives, killed by the communists at the start of the Civil War. Or it could have been the communists, put to death during the last stretch of the conflict by the coalition forces.
Remember what Trent Heidelstein said about Veld?
What if it was the Feld personnel when their assets were being seized by the revolutionaries?
Another likely scenario.
The lieutenant nods.
Or maybe
You mentioned coalition forces. Could it have been them against the wall?
Yeah. It's very unlikely the coalition forces were the ones who died here. They were always the last ones against the wall. To be honest, if a coalition member was...
Let's leave.
a cold sea wind.
Okay. I skipped that last one because we've heard that before. The only new thing was the Feld Electronics one. Since they mentioned Feld, let's go talk to this guy and his kid one last time, and then we're going to head down through the fishing village. We're going to head back to the Whirling in Rags. We're going to talk to Hardy, and we're going to talk to Clache.
Hello again.
Oh, goodbye. You have nothing to add. Alright, we've ran over all of the boardwalk. I haven't seen anything to suggest that sniper fire occurred here. Let's go all the way over here just in case. Alright, we went all the way that way. Keep an eye out for any little pop-ups to happen. Let's talk to the old lady. Maybe she heard something.
Our tenant, the policeman. I hope
Goodbye. Nothing. Alright, let's go in here. Can we try shaving again? Kinda want to shave. We can't look under the floorboards either, like it keeps suggesting we do.
On the table, you see a bowl of water, a rough soap, and
Hand-eye coordinations. Do we want... We have 2 skill points. Hand-eye's at 5. Do we really want to shave that badly? No. Don't think we want to waste the level up on that. Let's check our journal. Make Tidus give up Ruby's location. Determine where the shot came from. We tried... Confront pigs at 2200. Figurines, fallen pants, victim armor. Alright, we don't have a lot of tasks to do. We do have a lot of checks. That's what we should have checked. Hand-eye coordination, empathy, suggestion, empathy. Stained glass window, visual calculus. Physical instrument for barred door. We don't need to do that. We already found a way through. Measure head. Barbell, church doors, cell. And that is suggestion. Alright. Nothing super pressing right now. Let's go ahead and follow through with our plan. Let's go back to the Whirling. Let's talk to Clache and then the Tidus. Tell Clache that her passport wasn't in there. She's going to be super paranoid. We'll have to help her out, and maybe she'll help us out some more. What else? So far, I think they've threw some wrenches in here. Come on, get up there. Now the guy's been shot. When originally we were thinking he was hung. Well, we knew he was probably at least unconscious before he was hung. Now that we know he was dead before he was hung. Glass goes inwards. She was in the bed. Looks like Ruby so far, who is our lorry driver and 8th Hardy member, who seems to be in charge of the Hardy Boys. She is probably the shooter. Pins on her size. But the soul marks seem to support this. why she would want to shoot this man. Maybe she was told by Evart. Maybe we were right all along. Maybe this whole thing was to start a war between Wild Pines and the Debardes Union, and on top of that, prove that the RCM does not have authority in this area by making a grand show of it. I still think that's the thing, but I mean, it may be something else. All right. Hopefully she's still out here. She hasn't skipped town. She may have skipped town. Hey, she's still here. Guess what? We're going to talk some more.
Officer, what brings you up here in the rain?
Raining. I found your buoy. It was empty. Just seawater.
Oh,
Did you take the documents?
no, of course not. As I said, it would have been too risky for me to use those documents anyway. My employer gave them to me. In truth, I should have destroyed them.
Okay, but you didn't.
She doesn't seem to be lying. She's genuinely spooked by their disappearance.
Perhaps it's the people who are after you?
They couldn't know where I put it. I'm absolutely sure I was not followed. And I've told no one but you. You mentioned seawater? I was worried I'd been too careless with the latch. The documents were probably just washed away.
I doubt they were just washed away. Let's get back to those lies you told.
Lies.
It's unclear what she intended to say.
Yes, we demand she be punished for deceiving us. We demand her anxiety. We demand her fear.
Devil woman. No.
She slowly lights another cigarette and
Raining.
steadies her breath, as if in the presence of some tiger.
Let's return to this later. All right, time to confront Tidus Hardy yet again. Try to figure out who Ruby is and where she may be. Is Ruby someone we already know? Is Ruby Sylvie? Sylvie left. And then we can't remember what we did between when we got here and when we woke up at the start of the game, so we may be involved as well. What if we're the shooter? That would be crazy. I don't think we are, but that would be crazy. Alright, Tidus, slowly walk over here and talk to me again.
It's you again. What is it?
He acknowledges you gruffly. What is it? So I talked to Claude, now I need to talk to Ruby.
Why?
He leans back and regards you with curiosity. Because she's your real leader. I'm going to level with you. She's the next link in the chain that leads me to Laylee's killer. I've seen her in a laudanum-induced delirium. The paranormal instinct whispers her name to my ear. Look, I need to pin this on somewhere and decided to pin it on her. I suspect she killed the victim, that's why. Civil war is brewing and the only way to prevent it is to solve the murder. That means talking to Ruby. She is suspect in another case I'm investigating, drug smuggling. Civil war is brewing and the only way to prevent it is to talk to Ruby.
Sounds like you want to push this steaming pile of shit on anyone. And now you pick Ruby. Well, not on my watch you won't.
You sure?
Ruby's one of us. We're not gonna throw her under your moral intern steamroller. Fuck that shit.
You also are concerned about the moral intern.
And fuck you too, moral
He throws a glance at Tidus as the last syllables leave his list. The big guy sighs.
Ruby is missing. If you hide from the police in a murder investigation, you become a suspect. You know how it works, guys.
That's nothing. That's just legalese. You don't even have a sound theory. I don't want to be rude, but we're trying to get some R&R here. Think you could fuck off now?
No.
I think we'll keep sticking around, Tidus.
Whoa,
You'll
look
be
at this
surprised
logic
at
check.
how quickly a theory presents itself if you keep looking.
Logic impossible. We need an 18. We got a +1 from found key in Union Box. +1 saw the winch outside. Saw the winch outside. +1 staged like a play. +1 reconstructed murder scene. +1 found an antique rifle. What does that got to do with anything? +3 secret route found. That's a +3. +1 Ruby is a drug trader established. Go. 92% green.
A sudden flash of lightning in your neocortex. The hostel cafeteria is lit by its airy blaze. Floor plans, bullet trajectories, webs of human emotion, all channeled into a single thought.
Why are you so sure Ruby didn't off him?
Because she was here, all night, with us.
He's cobbling together shit so he can put her away. It's Cop 101.
Hush, Alain. Nobody's talking to you. Stay over there and drink your drink.
She was here all night? 12:25 to 12:15? She was here during all that time?
Did you say 12:25 to 12:15? It's 11:30 to 12:15. Voice actor. Come on, get this right.
Yeah, with us, drinking, near the stage there.
He points to the karaoke stage. She didn't go to the toilet? She didn't go to the bar for a drink?
No.
That's a lie.
In the whole 45-minute window, she was with you all the time. You know that's not the case.
All right. She took a fucking leak, okay? For one moment. Maybe went out too. She has an operation to run from her lorry. We're not getting into what that operation is again, Cop.
Cop? How is that cop?
And just 'cause she was gone for 5 minutes doesn't mean she magically got to the roof and shot him. I've been through this. It's not plausible.
Unless we tell you about the secret passage.
He's been through it. That means he suspected her too. All right, we're in. We got Ruby unaccounted for sometime during the window. This was crucial. Now let's place her on that roof.
You do agree the shot came from the roof, right?
Why not? You can't draw a straight line into Clausia's window from any of the surrounding buildings. Not from what I know about Martinez.
Okay.
Maybe from the coast. But like I said, I've been too busy dealing with you idiots. So no, I don't think it was a sniper. It was close up.
There's a 72% chance the bullet came from the roof.
72%. There's a percentage and all. Where'd you get it from? Your guys in the lab?
My detective brain.
Definitely lie. The truth is not credible.
Yeah, we have a ballistics lab in Charon. We consult in cases like this.
Wouldn't hurt to have one of those in Martinez. Still, all the labs in the world don't put her on that roof. How'd she get there? Climb?
There's a secret route in the kitchen that leads straight to the roof.
How?
Through what looks like an abandoned pinball workshop.
People say there was a pinball arcade here, sometime before the hostel. What was it called, Theo?
East Delta Pinball Arcade. Weird place. Went bankrupt.
Theo might have did it.
Okay, but how'd you get up? There's no room for a staircase in this building. Or an elevator, for that matter.
Well, I mean, there's totally an elevator.
The elevator is outside the building. It's an old dumbwaiter used for moving pinball machines up and down from the workshop.
Good one, Kim.
Thank you.
The lieutenant is glad he got the floor plan right there.
From there, a door leads straight to the roof. You can just step outside.
Ruby could have gone up, shot him, come down. All under 7 minutes.
That's quite the theory. We need to have a look at that secret passage, boys.
Turns to Eugene.
I'm on it, boss. Right when the law clears, me and Angus are going up there.
Angus ain't making it up there.
It's a dumbwaiter, not an industrial lift. How about I go instead of...
Just now. You got something else to back this route up? Or is that it?
Have we firmly established Ruby could have had access to the roof where the man was shot?
Firmly doesn't go well with could've. There's a route to the roof. Me and the boys need to check it out. That's what we've established. But a route... does not put that bullet in his head. A gun does that. And Ruby doesn't carry one.
Phase 2. Murder weapon. Get a gun in her hand. If not that, then at least a shadow of a doubt. In the shape of a gun.
We've already established Ruby's running drugs. She could have smuggled a gun. There's a small 28% chance the shot came from beyond the roof. There are weapons like this just lying around Martinez.
That looks antique. A Belle McGrave. It's inoperable. Where'd you get it?
There's a cellar in their bookshop. It was hidden there with others just like it.
20, maybe 30 rifles, Tidus. Also broken, but still, there were too many. And there must be other caches too.
God damn it. We need to close that dump down for good.
Level up again.
Okay, I see your point. There are guns lying around. Damn it. I thought we'd found all the old spots. Why was that still there?
See, I would have never guessed that finding that antique rifle would have had anything to do with this investigation. Continue.
We just missed one. Ruby doesn't know this place, boss. Just these cops digging up shit.
Local pawn shop sold my lost gun to a woman. Maybe it was her.
You lost your gun?
The blonde man is taken aback, not even laughing.
What an idiot!
Yep. I think I did it.
Tell me, did you lose it before the murder?
No.
Of course not. And Ruby didn't use your lost gun to kill him.
Stop thinking about your lost gun, damn it.
This was merely a thought exercise. He did not lose his gun. Let's move on.
We've already established she's running guns. She could have smuggled guns, running drugs. She could have smuggled guns too.
God damn. That's just about your favorite topic, isn't it? Every fucking 5 seconds.
All I'm saying is, from what I saw in her cabin, she'd have no trouble getting a gun.
Trouble. This is Revachol. Even the roidheads in the gym had a carbine. No one has trouble getting a gun. I still never saw her carry one.
He must be referencing some past case of theirs. He's angry because he knows you're right. What he's saying only confirms your theory.
There's a small chance that shot came from beyond the roof. I didn't say I'd prove she had the murder weapon, just that we need to find her.
I don't know, Cop. Why don't you find your lost gun first?
Easy now, Al. This isn't comedy hour.
It isn't.
Tidus, we're not seriously considering it, are we? Ruby wouldn't do this. Why would she do something like this?
He almost gets up from her seat because Everett told her to.
Phase 3. Motive. The last component.
It's not why did she kill him, it's why did she organize the cover-up. Maybe it's all part of a leadership challenge against you. Maybe she killed him because she thought it would curry favor with you? It's not why, it's why did she organize the cover-up.
And I suppose you have a theory on that.
She could have just been covering up for herself, Tidus.
Think about it. Why go through all that effort? It was her idea, wasn't it? The hanging. You went along, but she suggested it.
She had, like, a fully formed plan and shit. Right when she came back downstairs.
Yep.
Really, Shanks? Claudia wanted to talk to another girl, that's all. She was just the first one up there. I could have come up with that plan if I'd have been first.
It's kind of a weird plan.
Time for a logics demonstration.
Eugene, let's assume you killed him.
He scoffs.
Think. You kill him. Get up there. Shoot him. Get down.
Would you prefer to go on trial with your friends as part of a lynch mob or alone for committing murder?
The man is silent.
If she used us to cover her own shit up, well, that's a serious violation of the Hardy Code.
Fractured him down to the core. Continue.
Which is why she didn't. She would never do that. Why aren't more of you defending her? This is fucking stupid, Tidus.
Glenn, I thought the same thing when she skipped town and left us in this shit.
Oh, so he didn't rule her out completely. And she skipped town. This is good.
Maybe it's all part of a leadership challenge? No, I don't think so. Maybe she killed him, thought she'd curry favor with you? No, I didn't think that either. Tidus, you have to see it. Things don't add up. We need to talk to her.
Silence. He looks around the room. The old man in the corner nods.
That old man must be, like, actually in charge.
A very small nod. And a trickle of tobacco spit on his lip.
Yeah, I see it. There's one more thing I've been wondering about. Ever since you asked me where she is. Add it to your list of suspicions, if you want.
Gotcha, Tidus.
I don't know where she went. She just got up and left. Got real scared, too. Wouldn't tell me where. However hard I asked. Want to know why?
He smiles a peculiar smile.
She was afraid I would tell you. Maybe she was right. By now, I probably would.
She knew there's evidence on her, and she knew we'd find it. This is typical suspect behavior, why fleeing is always incriminatory.
Perhaps. Ask her if you find her. It won't be easy, though. She made sure of that.
Do you have any clues on to where she went?
She's not far. We know that much. She didn't take her lorry, so she's on foot.
Good fucking luck, man. She knows this place like the back of her hand. You'll never find her.
So she's in Martinez.
Yeah, Al. And we won't either.
She's not really a hardy candidate anymore, is she?
The man stares into his beer.
She's not, Glenn.
When did she leave?
Friday afternoon, when you first arrived. I got word the RCM was in town. Then she came in to see me. Told me she was leaving. That's when we had our little conversation.
Have you looked for her?
A little. On the coast.
On the coast.
Where have you looked for her, more precisely?
More precisely, on the coast, past the waterlock. She's not here, so I'm thinking she's there.
She's got to be in that building with the stairs up top.
Who's doing this looking? They're all here.
You're all here. Who's out looking?
Lizzie needed some air.
The gardener, but she went to tell Evart. So she didn't go to tell Evart.
No one goes to tell Everard anything. He knows what he has to know. Fast.
It's called a radio, you believe. The gardener may have played you a game when she stormed out. She has her own plan.
She did say she's going up the coast. Can you tell me where I should start looking?
Sure. There are some shit houses there. A cinderblock town. Fisherfolk there refuse to unionize. So, that's one place we haven't looked.
Floorboards, maybe?
I hear they have a shack where junkies sometimes crash. Time for you to step up.
Yep, floorboards.
We will start there. One more question. What does Ruby look like?
Boyish. Hair's red. Dyed. She looks like a lorry man.
What's she scared of?
I told you. You.
As in the RCM?
No, you. As in the cop with the sideburns and the disco clothes.
I had no idea why she'd be scared. I'm just a normal cop with regular thoughts in his head. No wonder she's afraid. I've come to declare the ending of the human experiment. I'm sorry. God, why does everything flee at the sight of my shadow? Let's go with 3.
Sure. Normal.
He says without smiling.
You know, when I first saw you limping here, I thought she was paranoid or sniffing her own supply. But now I'm not so sure.
What else did Ruby tell you about me?
She said you have a funny taste in clothes and that you won't stop.
You're right, I won't stop.
Until you have something on her. She said she's heard of you from Jamrock, that you're a human can opener, that you play suspects against each other. Open them up like cans.
Okay.
Fucking hell. Titus, did he just...
Open Angus up like a can? Yes, he did. Now, we can whine about it, whack him, or we can go on with our lives. I'm having a go on with our lives kind of day, Al. How about you?
Silence. He nods.
Is that true, Kim? Am I a can opener?
You are insistent.
Anything else?
Yeah, there was something else. She wouldn't tell me, though. I could see she wanted to. It was burning on her lips. This called Tidus. This called Pete.
But she was too
scared.
Everard has a file on you, but that's bogus. What she knows comes from somewhere else, from Jamrock. It must be real stuff.
Do you know what she's doing with Ulan frequencies?
The what now? I have no idea. Boys?
She said she's building a pale emitter.
We need to know what the pale is.
What?
We were talking about radio equipment. She said she's doing Ulan frequencies and a pale something. I don't know more.
This guy barely understands what he's talking about.
There you have it. Pale something.
It's not much, but it'll do.
It'll have to.
Shake his hand.
His grip is firm and reassuring, like holding a piece of unpolished granite. You know, I don't usually do this. I just measure things, but...
You said it'd be nice to have a ballistics lab. You could use ours.
No. We're good.
He lets go of your hand.
Why not? You could turn the thing into an actual police force. Afraid you would actually have to follow the law?
Good job, Kim.
Rich boy law is a sham. It only works for the Wild Pines lady. So keep your lab and watch your ass out there. The coast is a dangerous place for lawmen, especially Mr. Can Opener here.
All right. Heck of an episode. Thanks for watching. If you enjoy my content, please consider a like, a comment, and or a subscribe. Even all three if you're feeling especially generous. Stay tuned for the next episode when we go to the coast and we look for Ruby. We'll see you then. Bye-bye.